Hello, I'm the Eternal Newbie. The extra L is for limit. As in, Flood, my knowledge cleric, has been pushed over his limit. I kinda get the feeling we might just be in the final chapter of a big bad evil guy origin story. What event pushed poor Flood over the edge? Well, it all started when I turned into an NPC. And not a cool NPC, I'm like Farmer number 3. That guy you pass on your way to the dungeon that you don't even bother talking to? Yeah, that's me. So how did it happen? How did Flood, one of Eberron's most powerful clerics, go from hero to zero? From buff to not good enough? From hip to zip? Well, Flood follows the Traveler. I bet you older players right now are thinking, yup, that explains it. Now don't get me wrong, I do like the Traveler, but there is a reason the saying, beware the gifts of the Traveler, is a thing. Let's just say he is not the Leslie Knope of gift giving.
The way I understand it, the Traveler is the D&D version of the monkey's paw.
And I don't want any zombie turkeys. I don't want to turn into a turkey myself. And I don't want any other weird surprises. You got it? Hey. Not bad. Nice hot mustard. Good bread. Turkey's a little dry. The turkey's a little dry.
Everyone acts like he's the Uncle Jesse of the Dark Six, but he's really just the Kimmy Gibbler. Okay, that might be a bit harsh. He's more of a Stephanie. You know, this is all Critical Role's fault. Now, I love Critical Role, despite their shocking lack of werewolves, but thanks to them, all the kids think the Traveler's so cool. Being the sovereign of chaos and change may sound cool on paper, but you don't want the guy as your neighbor. He never mows his lawn.
It is not easy following the Traveler as a good aligned character. For one thing, my spells sometimes mess up. Nothing major, but say I try to raise dead. It might come out as reincarnate. That did not go over well with the elf that died and came back a human. Something about not being able to use Fey communication? I don't know. Also, the Traveler loves to mess with Flood. He just wants to help people, and that's not really the Traveler way. Even when Flood does something he thinks the Traveler would approve of, like starting a cult, it doesn't work out. The cult ended up kidnapping Flood's mom and holding her prisoner in yet another plane. Yeah, she kinda hates Flood now. Another time the Traveler abandoned him to a dream demon who impersonated the Traveler and misled Flood for like 6 months. What I'm getting at here is, Flood's like already 60% of the way to becoming a tragic villain. It all came to a head when we fought a Rakshasa. It had set itself up with a harem of mind-controlled ladies, one of which was the bard's sister, Linda. In this scenario, you would expect us to go rolling in with blazing fire, right? No, my party wanted to talk, because, talking someone into giving up their harem is really easy, right?
Hey, buddy, how's about letting your harem go? No, but what if I say please? I was so shocked we couldn't convince this evil fiend to just let his sex slaves go. Because, people that keep harems are usually just so reasonable.
As the Rakasha tries to close the door, Flood attacks. This ain't my first rodeo. He closed that door and we're gonna spend an hour planning how to get the hostages out because that is how my party works.
I get it. Planning is important. But this group would spend an hour planning how best to tie someone's shoes. Hey, I got a joke for you. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from my group planning! I usually don't participate after the first few minutes because it just prolongs the experience. That fresh hell that is planning. I have the perfect analogy for this. You're at a meeting for work, and you just want to leave and, do your job, but some jerk keeps asking questions and telling stories. No one cares about your grandchildren, Phyllis!
We take the Rakasha out, and you would think that would be it. I dodged the planning bullet. You would be wrong. After all, how are we going to get all these poor women home without intensive planning?
There are many things I love about D&D, but this is not one of them. Want to know what planning is like with this group? Go outside and watch grass grow for, say 20 minutes. Was it fun? Do it 2 more times. That's what it's like. 45 minutes later, we finally decided to teleport them to Sharn and give them some money to get home. Which is exactly what I suggested when we started. Right before we do, And I kid you not, one party member is like, why don't we teleport to Sharn and give them money? Watching paint dry is a viable alternative to our planning sessions. More rewarding, too.
While dropping them off, we discover we're wanted for killing the head of a major house. We didn't kill him, but we are accused. Guess what time it is? Planning time. I don't really remember how long this one lasted because I was too busy dying on the inside. I don't think we accomplished anything though. We finally just decided to take Linda home. Time to teleport again. Alright, this one is on me. I was not paying attention. I'm like, fine, let's teleport. To this place I've never been before and just have a description of. Let's take a quick look at this spell. Oh, a 43% chance of a mishap. Which we get. No biggie, it's only like 12 damage. Whatever, we're like level 17. That's nothing. Poor Linda, however, is not level 17. She's not even level 1. She's got like 4 hit points. Luckily for her, she's got the world's greatest cleric next to her. Flood even has Revivify, so we don't have to worry about her coming back as a Dragonborn or an armchair or whatever the Traveler decides. Speaking of the Traveler messing with my spells, one thing that had been previously discussed was when we hit a teleport mishap, we do a body swap, a la Freaky Friday. The whole party liked this idea, but it'd been a while, so I'd forgotten. The DM didn't forget. Now it's time to roll to see who goes in which body. Still no big deal. Whoever is stuck with Linda will be back as soon as Flood reses them. The only problem would be if, you know what, I'm not even going to worry about that. It's not even worth mentioning. I mean, there are 8 people teleporting. What are the odds Flood would be stuck in the dead body? 12%? 13?
Carry the 1 times 7, divide by 2. Yeah, that looks right. "100%! I knew it was going to happen. The party knew it was going to happen. If you've watched my videos, you knew it was going to happen. I am famous for my luck. I'm the guy who will roll under 6 80% of the time in combat when I need a 7 to hit. I'm the guy who can stop a level 1 party from derailing a module with 2 deadly encounters.
So we're screwed. The only one who can cast a spell is stuck in the dead body. What does my party do? Plan for an hour? Oh no. They decide in what seems like a good idea, but is just a terrible one that will trade abilities as well as bodies. I didn't really like the idea because it went against the Freaky Friday ideals. You switch bodies, not personalities. I thought about speaking up, but being dead, I decided against it.
18 again. The change up. All of me. Dating the enemy. Freaky Friday. It's a boy-girl thing. Dream a little dream. 17 again. Like father, like son. Freaky Friday. The hot chick. Shrek the Third. Freaky Friday. The swap. Heaven can wait. Vice versa. Freaky Friday. Even the shaggy dog. And dozens more. These are all body swap movies. And they all have people keeping their knowledge and personality. Imagine Chucky if he had taken the doll's personality. That's a fun movie. Watching an inanimate object for 2 hours.
Eventually, after the Warforged in my body gets over being biological and all the gross stuff that comes with it, he reses me. I immediately ask the DM if I can do an Arcana check to determine how to get back. I don't want to be an NPC. As history has shown us, they die a lot. But I should be able to figure this out. I've got a plus 13 to Arcana checks. I roll a 10, so that's a 23. Then the DM tells me, no, Flood gets a plus 13. I'm Linda now, so it is a flat roll.
What? What? So I lost all my knowledge too? I guess when we switched bodies, we switched paths as well? That makes 0 sense. How would I even know I'm Flood without knowing the experiences that made me Flood? After all, what are we but the sum of our experiences? I know what we are without them. We're useless NPCs.
The other NPC, the Begotten, takes this opportunity to rub my loss in my face. You see, we had saved her from another plane where she was being held so her mother could take over her body when she got too old. Kinda like Flemeth in Dragon Age. She would have died if we didn't take her out, and all she did was complain. Flood told her to pound sand if she wasn't happy, and somehow that makes me the bad guy? Like, we save your life and you whine about it constantly? Now you kick me when I'm down? Pretty sure I remember that happening to Thanos when he was a kid. How did that work out again?
I can take a lot. I can take my mom hating me. I can take my cult betraying me. I can even take my God abandoning me for months while some demon pretended to be him and misled me. You know what I can't take? Being talked down to by some jerk we saved. Especially after I started being nice to her like a month ago. You know what, Traveler? You win. You want chaos? I got you. Let's burn this mother down.
There is something y'all might want to know about me. You probably figured it out, but I am a small and petty man, and I will get my powers back. And once I do,
I'm sending her home to Mommy. When I do, I'm gonna look her dead in the eyes and say, enjoy being body snatched by your mom as your consciousness is ripped out of you and set adrift. I hope your last thoughts are of me. What were the exact words you used? Oh yes. Maybe next time you'll be a little nicer to people. Oh wait. There won't be a next time. Ta-ta. The rest of the party probably won't like it too much, but what are they gonna do? I'm their ride.
so this is it. Is it a budding villain in the making? Only time will tell. What do you think? Did I play it too close? What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. As you can see, I am still doing D&D stuff, but to be honest, I really enjoy making the Buffy stuff. Speaking of stuff, if you like my stuff, or if you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, check out those videos. I suggest episode 8, I, Robot, You, Jane. In my opinion, that one is pretty good. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, play your character. Don't let your character play you.